Hello everybody, I'm here to talk about an album that has not come out yet but comes out on August the 12th. It was highly anticipated, at least for me. I don't know about anybody else. I'm sure there were quite a few. It's by the band Heartist, and it's called Feeding Fiction. I listened to this album yesterday. I was going to do the review yesterday when I had a Mac, an opportunity to use one, and the webcam's like a lot better. And I know that sometimes my lips aren't exactly matching up with the words, but that's because I use the mic on the headphones so you guys don't have to hear all the excess noise, like that air conditioner back there. But anyway, I'm going to talk about this album and what I thought about it. The first thing that I noticed is you'll notice on like their EP, there's a lot of screaming, and it's heavier than this. So they went through a little bit of like an identity change, I guess. There's a lot more singing, and the guy's voice is really admirable in my opinion. I like his voice. I like the way he sings. So it doesn't really bother me at all. There are a few songs with screams in it, but it may be like one or two per song, and then there's a song, Manipulate. That song is mostly scream vocals rather than singing, but it is the only song on the album that you can say that for. I guess if I had to compare it to anything, you would kind of compare it to Of Mice and Men's Restoring Force, or kind of like a 3 Days Grace kind of thing, or it's kind of like the vocals are kind of raspy, and, but it's still like heavy-ish music, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of what I would compare it to. If you like that hard rock kind of genre, then I don't think you'd have a problem enjoying this at all. As far as like a strong point for the album, there are a few enjoyable guitar solos on there. The singing is enjoyable throughout. Yeah, that's pretty much what you hear for the most part. I don't really know anything about the recording quality or anything like that. I can't really judge that because what I got was a leak, so I can't really judge on that right now. It sounded nice though, and in the YouTube videos they released, it sounds nice too. But strong point, I really like the vocals throughout. He can actually sing that way live. That's great. A weak point would probably have to be that even though his vocals are great, you'll notice on every song the way he sings is it sounds like he is pushing his voice to the absolute limit, like every song. Like he's giving it all he has to push out every single note, and that's great. But by songs, like 10 and 11, you might grow tired of hearing the sound. I don't know. I know I kind of did over that period of time, but that's the only real weak point. And they have a song, it's called Ready to Change. It starts off acoustic, and when it started off acoustic, I was like, okay, this is a nice touch. This is what it needed. Excuse me. But it doesn't stay acoustic for the whole song. I mean, really, if you're thinking about just like an acoustic guitar with some singing, it doesn't really stay that way. But still a good song, one of my favorites because it's one of the slower ones. I think Ready to Change might have been the track they ended the album with. It just seemed a lot more fitting because it's a little bit slower, and I know Secrets ended theirs with Sleep Well Darling, and I really like the way that one ended. When it ended slow, and the song kind of crescendoed up, and then the album was kind of over, and it was a really nice little end point. But yeah, that was a great song. Some other songs to check out would have to be Legacy is a good song, Ignite, and Pressure Point. Pressure Point you can actually go check out now along with Ignite. I believe they're both out right now. But those are definitely some songs to check out. And then Manipulate was kind of cool because of the screams and all, but honestly, when that one song hit and that was the only song with a whole lot of screaming, I was kind of wishing that it wouldn't have had it. So that'd probably be the weak song for me. It's probably the heaviest on the album just because all the vocals are screen, but yeah, it was kind of cool. You know, it got better as the song went along, definitely, but yeah, that'd probably be the weakest song on the album. Did it match my anticipation? I guess so, but it was a little different than I expected because they changed their sound, and now they're going with almost all singing for the entire thing. But is it worth buying? If you like bands like 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin, and if you like Restoring Force by Of Mice and Men, if you're a fan of any of those bands and that album, then you should definitely purchase the album. I think you would enjoy it. I give it, on my scale, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, because it's not bad, but it's not like up there, you know, in the elite 8, 9, and 10. At least that's how I look at the scale. You got like good, and then you got great. It's like 8, 9, and 10. It's good. It's good. I believe it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable listen. It seems like the kind of thing you would want to listen to on the car ride, like when you're on like an interstate or something. I don't know, but I'm kind of rambling off and getting off topic. But anyway, that's the end of this overview of this album. You should check it out. It comes out on the 12th. And hope you enjoyed the review. And I'll be seeing you guys later.